Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our CAMCON series, which is just starting in the month of August. Now, this series is about letting us know what's happening within the cyberspace, um, and it's just for 15 minutes. We're going to be talking about certain issues that pertain to us, pertain to keeping us safe within our keeping our data safe within the internet space. Oh, hi Mashi and hi Basi. Glad to have you guys here on board. Please, when you come, I'd like you to click the subscribe button and the like so that we see that you have been you're with us all the way. Now, today we're going to be talking about phishing. The topic for today is strengthening your digital presence against phishing scams. Now, is in corporate organizations. Phishing is one of the challenges corporate bodies have because it's ways that hackers can gain access into networks, and also for individuals is ways hackers can get your data, your security codes, access to your bank account. Since we're always online, most of us, our lives are on our phones, on our digital equipment. So these are ways that they use to get us. And we have with us an expert that is going to shed some light around what to do when you have or you're faced with these challenges. Now, today, our speaker name is Raphael Adaka. Now, Raphael is a cybersecurity consultant, and he has been in this space for well over 10 years. He currently works with Palo Alto Networks, which is a cybersecurity company. He has experience in networking and cybersecurity. In his current role with Palo Alto Networks, he helps organizations to architect, design, and optimize security and center-based IT solutions across heterogeneous and complex environments. He is also one of Palo Alto's network's subject matter experts, driving digital transformation via cloud security adoption with enterprises, customers, and government organizations in West Africa. So, without much ado, I want to welcome Raphael to join us. Hello, Raphael.
Hi, good evening, Sir George.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yes,
Good
I can.
evening. Yeah, I can hear you. Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a privilege
To have you
being
with
here.
us today.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege being here.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for taking out time from your busy schedule to be with us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Seeing that it's just 15 minutes we have, and
Okay.
yeah, we've taken a bit of that time trying to connect.
Mhm.
Let's just get straight down to business.
Okay. All right.
So let me start by asking you, can you explain, with regards to the subject matter, can you explain what a phishing scam is and how it typically works?
Okay. Thank you so much. So basically, I'll start with explaining what phishing itself is. I'm very, very excited being here because I know that this topic is a very, very hot topic, right? And then when people say phishing, phishing is the easiest way to attack an organization. Now, I'm very glad that Sir George is doing this because a lot of people don't have, are not enlightened with regards to how phishing works and what phishing is in the first place. The truth is that a lot of enterprises have plans with regards to phishing. But if you look at SMBs, right, if you look at small business owners, they really don't have, a clue to what a phishing attack is. To start with defining phishing, phishing is a cyber security attack measure whereby an attacker masquerades himself, you know, as something legitimate, and then he uses that means as a way of harvesting, credentials or data, either for financial gain or for data theft, right? Now, phishing could occur in different forms, ways, and shape. But the first thing is that it's a social engineering means in which you can actually harvest people's credential. And there are different goals to a phish, right? It could either be for credential theft, it could either be for to steal data, it could either be a means in which an attacker would try to get valid information from a corporate organization or an individual. So I want the audience to look at it from a perspective of themselves, not even the organization. Because today we see a whole lot with regards to phishing out there. Today, people use their mobile devices, people receive emails, small businesses, have their, very small home offices, small email accounts, and people receive all sorts of emails. And the truth is that phishing is even beyond emails. You can now also have phishing attacks that come via SMSs. These we term as smishing, right? So it could come via SMS. I've seen scenarios whereby somebody was asked that he received a text message, and then they asked him to click on that link. And the moment he did that, he was able to put his email credentials on that link. Now, the goal of the attacker, right, is actually to steal those credentials. And the moment those credentials are stolen, be it domain credentials, email credentials, username, or passwords, they can be used to initiate attacks. They can be used to steal data. They can be used to steal any kind of information that they would have access to, whenever they try to access, whatever domain you've given them the credentials, to have access to. So in a nutshell, phishing is a form of attack, but it's carried out, it's a social engineering attack, right? And different things can happen from phishing. You can click on the phishing link, and the goal will actually be to steal your domain credentials, right? You can click on the phishing link, and the goal will actually be that the attacker wants you to download a driver exploit. And if it's a driver exploit, the moment you click on that link, you don't even know that something is being downloaded at the background of your laptop or your mobile device. So there are different goals. There are different goals in which an attacker can try to initiate a phishing attack. I like to give this example. I remember in 2009, the CEO of an organization in Lagos, he got attacked, right? And what happened? He got a text message on his mobile device, and the message was so crafted in such a way that he thought the message was coming from his head of HR, his head of finance. And the moment he clicked on that link, the next thing the attacker asked him to do was to, submit his email and, submit your password. And the moment he did that, they had access to his email platform, and then they were able to go through his email. So the truth is this: most of the attackers you see out there today, they have a platform where collaboration occurs. They have a platform where they also imbibe machine learning and AI in whatever they do. So they are so good in crafting different kinds of mails and all that. So they were able to send a mail to his CFO, right? Because they went through his email box. They were able to see, the type of mails that he sends to his CFO, initiating payment authorization. So they wrote on a previous email, right, and sent it to his CFO saying, sorry, I'm stranded in the US. Apparently, my Nigerian cards are not working. I don't know what the problem is, but there are these guys that just came to do some work in my house. I need them to be paid X amount of USD. The moment the CFO saw it, right, he went ahead and initiated the transfer to that account. And when he did that, he now sent an email to the MD saying, boss, thank you, sir. Transaction has been done. That's when it dawned on the MD that what kind of transaction are you talking about? Right? I didn't send you any email. But you see, the truth is this: they couldn't penalize the CFO because you see, attackers are smart. They study you. They are not in a hurry to get you attacked. So he was studied. It's now about patterns. What does this MD do? So they went through his mails, saw that he likes to send, payment confirmation, payment authorization via email, and then they rode on that, right? And then the CFO could not be penalized because when the MD checked his sent item, he saw that the mail originated from him. So how do you penalize the CFO? The mail came from you. So the goal is you could actually get attacked by drive-by exploits, right? Your credentials could be stolen. And as IT professionals, it's very important because everything resides around our domain, our Active Directory, access to your security tools, access to your edge router, access to your firewalls. Everything is tied to your domain. Now, if I should get access to your domain credentials, apparently it means that I can also try to access every resource that you have in your enterprise environment that is public facing, right? I could access them using the public IP address, right? So an attacker would have access to stuff like this. They would do a scan. They'll do a network scan. They'll try to know what your IP addresses are. Then they'll start trying out different means of trying to, gain access to either the active devices you have on your network, gain access to, your email platform. It could also be a way of sending you a drive-by exploit, whereby the exploit gets detonated at the CPU level of your laptop. And trust me, it's very, very difficult. Most organizations might not even be able to afford, the right security tool to detect this. So the truth is, people that are most vulnerable when it comes to phishing attacks are our parents, right? The elderly. They really don't have any awareness with regards to what this is, right? I could send an email today to somebody and I could masquerade your name in a text message that it's coming from George Spiff. And the person will see it and say, George has sent me a message, but he doesn't know that the message is not originally originated from George. I see scenarios where people get attacked today because somebody had clicked on a phishing link and his WhatsApp platform got hijacked. Yes, and then they start going to different WhatsApp platforms that you belong to and start soliciting for help, right? I can go to your WhatsApp platform you belong to. Once I have access to your WhatsApp account, and I can start telling people, man, sorry, it's me. I'm kind of stranded this night. My car broke down on my way to Benin. Craft any kind of story. Trust me.
Yeah,
If I send that
I've
message if I send that message to 100 of your contacts, because of who you are and the reputation you carry, a lot of people will respond positively. Hello, George, are you there? Is it me? No, I don't think so. No, it's not me. So a lot of people will respond, from a place of empathy, right? And they will try to, wade in, and then they might send you cash, right? So this is how phishing occurs. And then I lost you for some minutes. Was it from me or was it from your end?
No,
Hello?
the network is waiting.
Yes. So I think because of the
Mm.
protest, your government tried to suppress. I think they tried to suppress the
Yes, yes,
bandwidth so
that's
that
what they
people
try to
to
do.
say,
Mm.
yeah.
So, Raphael, we've gone beyond our time now, but in 1 minute, I want to ask you one
Hmm.
question. Then we
Hmm.
will leave. How can
Okay, cool.
individuals and businesses protect themselves from falling victim to phishing scams?
Okay, good. So the first thing is a lot of people need to attend seminars and workshops like this that you are doing, right? The first thing is awareness. People need to be aware. That awareness has to be there,
Mhm.
right? That awareness has to be there. Secondly,
Yeah,
people need to have effective security solutions. So you need to have maybe email security, you need to have security on your mobile devices. There are lots of security solutions out there that can help you determine when a text message comes in and tells you that that message is phishing, right? And then thirdly, one other thing organizations can do is also enable multi-factor authentication. So even if you steal my domain credentials today, you shouldn't be able to log into my email platform without having to authenticate twice using an MFA tool, right? But again,
yeah,
these are the ways. Just to say it out there. Now we can also see that there are ways in which those MFA tools can be bypassed. Yes, but that's not the topic for today.
true.
But those are the
I was going to say that, but yeah, I do
yes.
want. Yeah, because I think was it 2 years ago, an organization that had two-way multi-factor
2FA.
authentication,
Yes.
yeah, where they were hacked
Yes.
and a lot of data
Mm-hmm.
was stolen. You get, but it doesn't
Yeah,
still
true.
mean that it's not effective. It just
So
shows
so
that it's not completely foolproof.
yeah, yes. So the thing is, when you speak security, it's not just about tools, it's people, process, and technology. So if you have the right
Mm,
employees, you don't have the right tools or the right process in place, then you've left some gap in place. If you have the right tools and you don't have the right people in place, you've also left some gap in place. So security is holistic. Yeah, so
mm,
your goal, your plan, to try to mitigate this has to be holistic. You need to know what your attack surfaces are, right? Today, attack surfaces are explodingly are increasing exponentially. Gone were those days when the attack surfaces were just your email, your laptop. Today you have mobile devices. Today you have a whole lot of stuff that are beginning to get
mm,
integrated. Even in your
yeah.
house today, I'm sure your children have PS5, right? And that
Oh
PS5 gets
yes.
connected to the internet. You have smart TVs that are connected to the internet. So as your attack surface increases, right, we also need to start looking at how do we manage our attack surfaces. Now, for SMBs, for the elderly, I think the best thing we can do is a lot of phishing cybersecurity awareness has to go out there. One, so that they actually know that this is a phishing attack, right? Right. So, and then secondly,
Mm-hmm.
for corporate bodies, the awareness still has to happen, and then they need to start looking at trying to deploy the right cybersecurity tool. One thing is getting the tool bought, purchased, or procured. Secondly, is also ensuring that you fine tune it properly, and then you can also have massive ROI, return on investment, from whatever cybersecurity tool you've procured as an organization. And then the
Yeah.
third thing is MFA, right? So it's a multi-layered approach. Apparently, this is where the world is headed. And again, why do these attacks happen? The truth is that before now, most of these tools were used, were state-sponsored tools. But we can see that over the years, most of these tools, right, were state-sponsored tools that are used by the CIA, the KBGs, the Israeli Mossads, and the likes. But we can see that most of these tools over the years, they get leaked into the deep dark web and they are sold, very, very cheap. So anybody can actually go to the deep dark web, buy these tools, and not just buying the tool, right? They would also get support in using it. So you would have people out there who are willing to support you to ensure that whatever you need to use those tools for, right, you can actually, effectively use them.
Use them.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you so much, Raphael.
Thank
We've
you.
fired
It's a pleasure.
15 minutes by another 10 minutes, but it was worth it. Thank you. I wish we had so much time. I'm sure I'm going to bring you back to this program
No
because
worries. Anytime.
there's so much to tap into your
Anytime, sir.
knowledge, security.
Anytime, sir. Hello, are you there? Okay. No charge your internet. I need to leave. Just going to connect back to wrap up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we're back. Sorry, these things happen. So the network threw me. So once again, thank you, Raphael, for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
I look forward to you. If you haven't clicked the subscribe, please do so, and also click the like button and share this message with as many people as within your community, because they need to know and understand what this subject matter is all about. So thank you once again for connecting. Goodbye.
Thank
And God
you.
bless.
Welcome. Bye.
So I'm just ending the streaming.
Okay.